the points like which we have covered in the second chapter, control statement or control structure. So we know control statements are divided into two parts: decision control statement and loop control statement. Okay, so out of this we have covered if control statement, then if else, nested if else if ladder, switch case. Also we have seen when to use each of the statement, right? If कधी यूज करायचं, then if else कधी यूज करायचं, nested if else कधी यूज करणार, else if ladder कधी यूज करायचं, what is difference between if and else if ladder. And recently we have completed with switch case. Today we are going to look for looping control statement. Okay, that means it iterates. Okay, it iterates till it execute the termination condition. Okay, so we will see what is loop, how it iterates. Okay, so we have total 3 control statements: for, while, do while. Okay, out of this we will start with for loop. Okay, so instead of this, I will type it here. Structure of for loop. Okay, first I will write structure here. So structure is very simple. For, in bracket, initialization, then condition, and yes, increment or decrement. Okay, generally it is used as increment. Okay, but okay, this is also there, but in general case it used as a syntax part increment. Now the body of for loop. Okay, body, that means it includes with open curly bracket and close curly bracket. Then okay, statement, yes, I need to write here statements. Statements like statements or instructions or statement instruction or calculation. Okay, so these are there in the for loop. Now in the first step, okay, what do you mean by this initialization? Initialization म्हणजे काय? Yes, what do you understand by the word initialization? Or maybe you may find like this word INIT. Okay, shortcut. Yes. Maybe you may find this INIT. This is what initialization, shortcut for the initialization. Okay, initialization, that means declaring a value for the variable. Okay, now when we declare the value for the variable, sorry, Okay, here we have seen, or I will write example here. For I is equal to 0. Okay, then condition. So we know conditions. It may be less than, greater than. Okay, like this, less than, greater than, or equal to, or yes, not equal to. Okay, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Okay, so these are what the conditions. So here I will use I is less than, let's say, 10. Okay, I have initialized for the 0, then I have used the condition I less than 10, and now if I wish to use increment, so what is the increment operator? Plus plus. Okay, I plus plus, so it will increment the value of I with 1. Now here I am going to use the body. Okay, I will write here example. And here I will use printf statement. What I will write here, the value of I is equal to, see, I have let's say I have defined I with yes integer type, so I will use here %d, and here I will print the value of I. Okay, now when the program runs, it first check what is the for which value it is initialized. It is initialized for 0. Now what is the condition? I should be less than 10, and I need to increment I with 1. Okay, now if these conditions are true, it is going to be executed. Now here check the limitation for initialization is what? It can be done only once. This initialization of variable here, it can be done only once for this variable in the body of for loop. Okay, now what is next? Condition. In the condition, if this condition is true, the body of for loop is going to be executed till this condition gets false. हे body कुठपर्यंत execute होणार for loop ची? Till the value of I should be less than 10, then and then only it will be executed. If let's say when the value of I will reach to this 10, now 10 is less than 10, this statement is false. So at that time the body of this for loop will not execute, and your control will reach out of this for loop. Okay, so this is how the condition works. And now this last increment operator, when the initialization, it works with initialization of the variables. Okay, now the flow of control jump back to the increment statement when it reach, when this condition is true. Now it will move forward to the incrementing the value of I, execute, it will print it, then it will go to the again check the condition, the value of I, again it will if it less than 10, it will execute. Okay, likewise. So the flow control jump back to the increment statement here. This statement allows you to update any loop control variables. Also, the statement can be left blank as long as the semicolon appears after the condition. Okay, so these are what the conditions for this for loop. So now I'm going to check the value of I. Okay, so I will copy this code, and I'm going to use this code here in the program. again you need to do proper indentation, okay, so that you can find out the faults easily. Okay, okay, so what we are going to look here, for loop concept, I have right here in the comment box, so it will not be considered for execution. Now I have initialized the variable and I have assigned the value for the variable I is 0, the condition I less than 10, and the increment or decrement operator. Okay, so I'm going to execute it now. When I click on the run, see the number of times the value of I is printed. The value of I is 0. Yes, at the initial moment, the value of I is 0. Then when it goes back, again it incremented by 1, 0 plus 1, that is 1. 1 is less than 10. So condition is true. It executed, it printed the value. Then 1 plus 1, 2. 2 is less than 10. Yes, this condition is also true. It goes to like the condition 9. 9 is less than 10. Yes, it is true. It print the result. Then 9 plus 1, 10. So 10 is not less than 10. So when the condition is false, your program will jump out of the for loop. I will write one statement here. We are out of for loop. Okay, so after the condition gets invalid or when the condition is get false, so it will come out to the out of this for loop. Okay, have you understood this? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so now I want to, yes. Okay, I want to calculate, I want to display the result 0 to 50. Okay, what I want, sorry, 0 to 49. I want the result, the value of I is equal to 0. Likewise, the value of I is equal to 49. हे मला output मध्ये पाहिजे. So how we can do this? This is for you. So I will keep this window open. Okay. So what I want to make the value of I is equal to 0 to 50. 0 ते 50 मला, sorry, 49 मला इथे लिहायचे. So do the program and send me the screenshot. I'm waiting for this. Okay, with this basic example, at least you got what is initialization, what is condition, how this loop executes. Okay, uh, great. Like many of you have sent me the screenshot. Let's say here I will write 50. Now, what is the last condition? 49 less than 50. If it then again it also tries I plus plus 49 plus 1 50. So 50, now here it checks the condition 50 less than 50. This condition is invalid. So it will come out of loop, for loop, and it will print the last statement which is there as we are out of for loop. Okay, so those who have not completed, you can just change the value of I. You will get the answer. Now, I have one more question for you. Okay, so now the question is, okay, I will write here question, or here problem statement. Okay, so, or can you do the addition? Okay, so for addition,
Sir, please show the program, please.
okay, okay, so I will wait for again 2-3
I will take
minutes.
screenshot.
Yes, I will wait for here 2-3 minutes. You can execute it. Okay, this for loop we are using very frequently. So okay, in the previous example, we have started with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now I want to display the value of I 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So likewise. So try for the same program. So we will be on the same screen as well as we can utilize the time. So I want to print this result in the reverse order. So how to do the program for this?
Minus, sir.
Yes, you can try, right? Most of you got the point. See, when I want to, like here, it increments like what I want the number below, yes, below 10. So below 10, that means I have given the starting value 0 and I have made the condition as here I is less than 10. So the number belongs to 0 to 10 will be part of my output. As there I have added increment. Now when I ask you the question about I want to display this result in the reverse order म्हणजे काय झालं परत इथे you need to change the value of I is now 10. Again, when I is greater than 10, when this condition, sorry, when I is less than 10, and then here minus minus. Okay, this condition will be executed up to what? Yes, sorry, sorry. Here the closing condition I should be greater than 0. See, this is my last value, this is my first value, and I need to reach to 0 by decrementing 10 minus 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, likewise. So you need to be changed on, you need to be focus on what I need to be initialize, what is my condition, and whether I'm going to increment or decrement it. When I run the program, you can check 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Because 0 is not greater than 0. So last statement like the value of I is equal to 0 will not be get printed because 0 is not greater than 0. So it will not execute it. Okay, समजलंय का? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I have problem statement. Calculate sum of first 10 natural numbers. Okay, calculate sum of first 10 natural numbers. आता नॅचरल नंबर कुठून स्टार्ट होतात? 1 पासून, बरोबर का? हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके,
1%.
सो हा 1 पासून. So what I want to calculate sum of first 10 numbers. म्हणजे पहिल्या 10 नंबरची मला काय करायची? Sum calculate करायची. So how I am going to calculate it? Here, what I want sum is equal to sum plus the natural number. Okay, I. First 10, that means now it initializes with 0. I should be less than 10. And here I need to increment 1. The sum is equal to percentage, and here sum. Okay, so I use the sum variable. I will write it here, sum, as of type integer. Okay, 0, 1, 1 plus 2, 3. एकदा सम करून बघा बरं. इज इट करेक्ट और 1 to 10 मधले सम करून बघा. 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, I will use this calculator. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. आले का आंसर? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you can check it through calculator, or you can do manually. Okay, so what I did, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 7 8 9. Okay, so the answer is 45, and if you check the answer here, it is 45. Okay, I like answer. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, करू शकताय तुम्ही? Okay, tell me, okay, for the same problem. आता हे काय झालं, प्रत्येक वेळेस सम प्रिंट झाली, पण माझा आन्सर काय फक्त 45. क्वेश्चन काय माझा, कॅल्क्युलेट सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 10 नंबर, 10 नॅचरल नंबर. मग आन्सर काय यायला पाहिजे, एकच यायला पाहिजे, बरोबर, 45. मग आता हे काय झालं, तिथं आन्सर इतके काय झालेत, प्रिंट झालेत. हे काय झालेत, प्रिंट झालेत. सो आय विल नॉट राईट प्रिंट हिअर, बिकॉज इफ आय राईट प्रिंट इन द फॉर लूप, इट विल गिव्ह मी यस नंबर ऑफ टाइम. आता जसं स्क्रीनवरती दिसतंय तसे हे नंबर ऑफ टाइम काय होईल, प्रिंट होईल. आय विल टेक प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट आउट ऑफ फॉर लूप. मी फॉर लूपच्या बाहेर घेतो, म्हणजे काय, जो फायनल रिझल्ट असेल तुमचा या सम व्हेरिएबल मध्ये, इट इज गोइंग टू बी गेट प्रिंटेड. ओके, चेक. ओके, जस्ट अ मिनिट. Yes, now check. Main function. Yes, I have written in the main function. Okay, I'll rewrite, instead of stuck into this, void main integer I. Okay, and I have taken for, and I'm using this natural number from 0 to 10 as less than 10. I plus plus. So that it will increment it. Then I'm going to use variable sum. Okay, as I used here, I need to declare sum plus I. Okay, and here I'm going to print the value of sum. Percentage sum variable. Okay, sum of first 10 natural number is 45. See, if I write print inside this block or the body of for loop, it will print 10 number of times. But I don't want, I want to print the result. समझ का? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I don't want this. I want sum of 10 numbers, first 10 numbers. Okay, but let's say I may want sum of first 10 numbers, 20 numbers randomly. मला काय पाहिजे, मी जे काही इनपुट देईल, लेट्स से इफ आय वॉन्ट टू कॅल्क्युलेट सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 50 नंबर्स, तर पहिल्या 50 नंबरची काय पाहिजे, मला सम कॅल्क्युलेट झाली पाहिजे. हाऊ इट कॅन बी डन, हे कसं कसं होईल? सो फॉर दॅट आय नीड टू यूज हिअर वन व्हेरिएबल. लेट्स से A, I have taken it as a variable, and here I am going to declare A. Okay, so I am going to ask from the user, enter the natural number, calculate. Calculate sum. Okay, so here is equal to, and I'm going to hold the value. I have declared it as type integer, so I use %d %a. Okay, so I have taken the value from the user here, right, A, and now the value of A will be given by the user. Up to this, it is going to be incremented, and it will calculate this sum is equal to sum plus I, and it will print the result. Sum of first. Now here, yes, %d, and what is %d? %d is nothing but A, right? So I will print here first natural number value, and I will print here in the second is result. So I will run the program. So let's say again, I will check first 10. Sum of first 10 natural number is, now here it goes something wrong, 32811. Yes, can you tell me where it goes wrong? Sum is equal to sum plus I. It gives me the garbage value. Natural number. Just give me a moment. Why it is printing garbage value? Sum is equal to sum plus formula is correct. Okay, just a minute. I will rerun the program. Here program works, but there is a like problem in scanning the value. Okay, so I will also initialize this to 0. Okay, value A. Yes, where I made a mistake, like when I'm going to take the value from the user. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so where I made a mistake, when I'm going to take the value in this case from the user, so I need to define what is sum, what it contains at the initial. Okay, so at the initial it contains 0, and then I'm going to add 0 plus I, value of I, that is 1. So it will iterate till the true condition. Now instead of, okay, we have checked the condition for 10, which is true. We have also like checked through this calculator. But now if I want to find out, let's say 50. So the sum of first 50 natural number is 1225. Okay, have you got now? Hello, समझ का? Hello. Hello.
येस सर, पण सर त्याच्यात
Yes, sir.
सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 50 नॅचरल नंबर असं यायला पाहिजे.
इथे ना एकच मिनिट.
येस.
Okay. Okay, I will try to merge in the same line. Let's check whether it works. Sum of first 10 natural number is 45. Likewise, if you wish to like let's say 50, just now we have executed. First 50 natural number is 1225. Okay. This percent d, first percent d will take the value of your a, which you have taken it from the user. This second percent d is going to take the value of this second variable sum, which is calculated here in the program. But again, remember the data type. Okay, all those a and sum I have declared as a type of integer. So when I'm going to print it, I need to use format specifier as percent d. If you write if you declare it with integer and if you write percent f, so it will not work. Okay, समझ का था? Hello.